everybody. Welcome back to the AGP podcast. I'm Baby Fizzy and I'm the real owner operator of the show. Today is just a chill chat whatever podcast and I hope that you really enjoy it. To join me is one of my favorite chew toys. It's a banana and it squeaks. His name is Dadman Walking.
Hello. Hello, puppy
Hi,
dog.
Dadman.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good.
So cool to be with you tonight.
I'm just gonna lay on the couch, okay?
Okay. All right. Make yourself comfortable. Put your
Okay.
legs up.
And then
You-
the other person who's joining us today, she always gives me tweets every time. She just gave me a tweet right now, and I'm gonna go nummy nummies. But I'm going to introduce Cassie, who my mommy really loves. Hi, Cassie.
Hello.
Hi, I'm
He
Baby
was
Fizzy.
so cute. You used to be so cute.
Used to be bitch.
Used to
I'm
be
still
so
adorable.
cute. Not that adorable though. That's a whole other level of adorable.
Adorable.
Hey, Fizzy, give me back the goddamn microphone. I gotta do this. Thank you.
Let's keep Fizzy on. Hey.
She's now eating her treat. Hi, guys. It's Amanda. I'm back. Sorry, Fizzy took over the mic. My bad. Hey, by the way, if she didn't tell you, Dadman Walking and Cassie are joining me. Two of my favorite people on this planet.
Hey. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
How are you?
I think she just thought of another way to hold the show hostage while until she gets her treat.
What's that?
Taking over my show.
Oh.
I see she even changed her avatar to the baby picture. Look at her. What a
She's
You're
so
just a
stinking
sneak-
cute.
My baby was one of the cutest babies ever.
She's adorable.
Ugh. So, how's your guys' week going so far?
In a dumpster.
Oh, cool.
Huh?
Now let's just light
Dumpster
it on.
fire?
Now let's just light it on fire. Exactly.
Exactly. A little fire.
We'll roast some marshmallows.
It's actually not that bad, but it's like dealing with people, you know.
Hey,
The world's
Cassie, you got
worst.
those air conditioners running? Because you're going to need them this week.
I know.
Oh, how hot's it supposed to be up there coming up?
Triple digits by Thursday, Friday.
It's
Now,
very
wait,
unusual for here.
real triple digits or heat index
Real,
triple digits?
real triple digits.
Holy hell.
Possibility of 101, 103? I don't remember. But
Wow.
I
hot.
think they said with the heat index to like 110, 115.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be
Wow.
good to be able to just be outside. My plants are going to all die, and it's going to be sad.
It is going to suck. And you know what the best part is? I get to be at work throughout the entire morning and midday with no air conditioning.
Yeah, that's wrong. No air conditioning is a health concern anymore.
Honey, you seem to forget where I work. I work at fast food. Fast food, they don't look at us like people. They just look at us like little cogs in a machine, and if one breaks, you just replace it.
Yeah, warehouses do too. I mean, there's a
I
lot
know.
of people, unfortunately, that just. Yep.
But that's okay, because Diamond's almost at 500. He'll get monetized on YouTube real soon, and then he'll hire us, and then I could just leave everything behind.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do those things.
Yes, all right. But I will never forget the people that made me. I love you. Cassie.
I didn't even think he was going to answer
I
there
didn't
for a
make you.
second.
I got you fooled. I've got you fooled. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, I never expected to be up that high. So
Good for you.
it's not about me. It's about you, Amanda Gilliam. Let's see. And you and this channel, this Twitch channel.
One, I'm having a heart attack because he finally pronounced my last name right. Two, this is the guy who was just talking to me about how special, short but special I was before we started.
You are special.
Hey, Dadman, remember the show Street Sharks?
No, I don't.
What the fuck were you doing?
I don't know. What year was that?
Shortly after Ninja Turtles. So in the 90s.
No clue.
You know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or if you're in Europe, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Then there was Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars. But it looks like Mattel is going to do a new lineup of Street Shark toys. That'll be interesting. I mean, they've done well with redoing all of their He-Man and She-Ra figures, so.
What's He-Man? What's She-Ra?
I
know what She-Ra is roughly, but I never got into that. I was barely into He-Man.
What were you into then?
Sports and more sports and girls. Yeah.
Weird.
I know, he's so weird.
Actually, I'll be right back.
What's weird being into the girls? So at that age,
Okay, bye, Cassie. I'm 44 and I'm still not into girls.
I don't blame you. Hey, all right.
But on straight joke. No.
Hey, there you go.
I also do sometimes forget that you are older than I, so you were probably.
Hey, I'm not that much older.
Yeah, but when He-Man and She-Ra came out, I was a kid. You're probably preteen going into teens.
Yeah, I think I remember it in the teenage years, so yeah.
And Cassie probably wasn't even a sperm idea yet, so.
Is she that young? Damn.
She's pretty damn young.
I'm not that young.
You're still in your 20s. Shut the fuck up.
I am not. What? I wish. What? No, I don't wish necessarily.
I thought you just turned 29.
I just turned 34.
Oh. Okay, she was a half a sperm.
Your sister might be just turning 29.
Oh, my sister. Shit. My sister will be, let's see, 45, 35. No, Kathy will be 32 in October.
Well, I am older than her.
Because I'm turning 45 relatively soon.
That's awesome. That's crazy, but it's awesome.
The gay hairs. They're gray hairs.
All those super happy hairs.
Yeah, they're all one color. Gray. Somebody drained the rainbow out of my colored hair. No.
What are we into Skittles now about the rainbows and shit?
Yeah.
I actually used to do that to my hair, not with Skittles though. I used Kool-Aid to make my hair look like some rainbow bright ass shit.
Yeah.
Yes, Fiskig.
Yeah, exactly. So hey.
The poor people hair dye. Kool-Aid.
The poor people hair dye.
That shit washed out instantly. What did you do? I colored my hair with Kool-Aid. It's okay, Ma. It's not blood on the carpet this time. It's all right. This time.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I don't know what you guys were like as kids, but I was that rambunctious, let's see what the hell I can get in trouble with kid.
Yeah, I was always the one that got in trouble because of the other person putting us up to stuff. And I was the one that was not good enough to not get caught.
And I was the one that probably put you up to the stuff.
Yep.
So what do you guys want to do today? Let's take our bikes and go jump them off of cars in the junkyard. That's a safe thing to do.
Yep. No, we did one where we did some things we were not supposed to. I ran behind my grandparents' house, and I just stood there and on the backside of their car, not realizing the adults could see me from the street, looking under the car and seeing legs there. Yeah, it was like, hello. And they found me, and I was like, damn it. You know
what's funny is like a lot of the things from when we were kids, like if people heard what my parents used to say back in the day, they'd be like, in today's day and age, they'd be like, that's child abuse. What?
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, well, see, the same thing said to my dad. My dad said the same things with his parents,
It's like my dad used to just go, would you just go in the street and count the bolts underneath the cars as they go by?
Right. Go play in the street.
Go play in the street. Just go play in the street.
I was find out by a friend's parent once. She said, oh, guys, just go play in the street. It's like, oh, my God. You're great.
But where did you play? You played in the street.
Nope. I played in the woods. I lived on a farm. I played in the woods.
You know, I grew up in neighborhoods, not good neighborhoods, but I grew up in neighborhoods where, dude, there wasn't a lot of cars on the road. Versus like what I saw this morning where they blocked off my road because they're working on it and people still went around the cones because they had to get to my fast food restaurant that I live by. And they couldn't go the other way because that would take too much time. Or they drove over the one dude just drove over the cone. I'm just like, you drove over the cone and cut me off to get to the fast food restaurant that I work at when it says road closed. What the ever loving hell? And then on the way home, I watched another person just go around the roadblock and like the workers are standing there and they just drove through the stuff that they were working on. I'm just like, what is the matter with this world? It's like, no, but no. I mean, I don't know. I think I lived in one suburb growing up, but the rest, I mean, I lived in neighborhoods, not on busy streets, or I went to my grandparents' house, not a busy street, not a great neighborhood either. But we played in the road, and we played in the woods, and we hung from trees, and we fell, and we cracked our heads open.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember one time me and my sister tried to balance on a freaking ladder on a wall, and we fell, and I scraped my leg. My sister busted her head, and they're like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "What about me? My leg? Forget her head, my leg." I ain't kidding either. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, she hit her head. I don't care. My leg. Ow. Me, my boo-boo first. I'm the oldest.
That's how it works. Triaging is not a thing. It is first come, first serve. God damn it. I was first to this world. I get first treatment.
Yes. Very much so, please.
Yes.
That's the way it's supposed to work.
Yeah. All the older siblings are agreeing with you.
I know.
You older siblings, y'all are crazy.
Hey,
So,
we paved the way because we took all the brunt of, oh my God, you can't do that.
on television.
Oh my God, I love that show.
That was a great show. Yeah, talk about great shows. That really was, and then the green slime, the introduction of the green slime too.
Well, you know how you ended up getting slimed, right, Dad?
I don't know.
Good job.
Nice setup.
Thank you.
Actually, even I didn't miss that setup.
I know. You know, what was cool about you can't do that on television? If y'all didn't get to see it back in the day, like Nickelodeon went through like this like preteen phase where they started getting into more mature kid type content. And you can't do that on television really kind of paved the way for that on Nickelodeon to get things like Ren and Stimpy. And then
Oh my God, Ren and Stimpy.
that was disgusting.
That's a terrible show.
But you can't do that on television was basically the Saturday Night Live for kids before any other show was. It did skits and it did these really cool things. And they did, it was kind of like Saturday Night Live meets, what was that old 70s show?
Because I'm thinking that 70s show now, and it's not a 70s show. It's from the 90s.
No, Goldie Hawn was on it, and they were like, just like how they came out of the lockers. No, it was a skit show. But but the kids would come out of the lockers and tell jokes, and in the show, they would come out of like these like flowers and shit. What was that called?
I'm going to try to look this up. Goldie Hawn Locker Show. Let's see. Wildcats?
No.
That's a movie.
Laughing.
Yeah, that wasn't good for me at all.
Laughing was kind of racy for its day and age. So was you can't do that on television. And then because of you can't do that on television, we got Double Dare where you got to pick a flag out of a nose. The greatest obstacle course ever created came from Double Dare.
Yeah, I did love Double Dare. Loved Double Dare. Going through like the different foods, they would make like giant pizzas, and you'd go into like the slimy stuff that they put in the pizzas and look for the flags.
You knew, like, sometimes you're like, but you know this answer. The kids are like, dare, double dare. We'll take the challenge just for the fun of it. Okay. But dude, I used to love watching that show. And what was the name of the host again from Double Dare?
He was Mark Summers.
Mark Summers.
And he
the
was very
greatest.
I think he was like, he didn't like to get dirty and all this stuff that he had.
I don't care. The greatest mullet of that era. God, that was a gorgeous set of hair and a gorgeous little mullet going on there. The only mullet that ever rivaled it was Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh my gosh.
Those two guys should have had a mullet off. That would have been great. The Don't Tear My Heart and the Double Dare mullet. Epic mullet battle. Why are you looking at me like I'm insane, dog?
Yes, because you are.
I am not insane.
No, you aren't. No, that's all good.
Mentally disturbed, but not insane. Right, baby?
Yay.
Dad, you gotta wake up, man. Don't make me
I
tease.
am up. I talked about Double Dare or about
Yo!
all that stuff.
So, there's a
Yay.
shout out. Dadman just subscribed for 27 months in a row. Thank you so much, Dadman. What? No, he subscribed to me, not you. Help me.
What, did the dog just go crazy? Oh my gosh.
Help me.
Wow.
Help.
Well,
Can't help.
We
Can't do it. What can we do?
We can't see you.
It's because
There we
we're on
go.
the couch. Which I do
All right, there we
apologize, guys. Thank you. The reason why the camera is off is I have no face on, no hair on, no clothes on, and I'm on the couch because my job is beating the living hell out of me. I even ended up pulling a muscle yesterday to where I was having muscle spasms where my right arm was going completely numb and I couldn't use it.
Oh, that would stink.
And I'm not going to lie, I came home, I took 2 pain pills and a muscle relaxer, and I was out. So that's why there was no stream yesterday either, because I was out. I fell asleep at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I woke up when I had to go to work this morning.
At least you woke up for work.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Kind of barely. I went, I can sleep more. I don't want to go. I mean, I was out. I think I got up twice, and that's only because I had to go pee. And the only reason why I know I was up is because my mom messaged me at the times I guess I got up and asked if I was okay, but I didn't even hear the phone go off.
Dang,
I went.
Excuse me.
I went. I slept walked to that bathroom. I slept peed, and I slept walked back here and went back to bed. Okay, so have either of you two ever slept walk?
Yes.
Sort of.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, certainly don't remember it.
I've done it in 2 different things. I've done it at home and away from home.
Okay. Do you remember, or do you remember any of it, Dadman, or were you told about it?
Well,
I was only ever told. I never remembered sleepwalking.
one I was told, the other one I remember.
Okay, so the one that you were told, what did you do?
Apparently, I was in a church van at a late night thing, like early in the morning or overnight, and I got out of the van at the wrong stop, and I started screaming that out loud that Mom and Dad left me, everybody left me, my house isn't there, it's gone, and blah blah blah.
Dadman, that wasn't the church van. You finally realized you got into the white van that had no candy in it.
I know, it was crazy. I don't even remember. I don't even think I remember getting home. It was like, that was bizarre. But hey, you got that, and then you got the one that I do remember though was, for some reason I walked out the front door, and I just walked down the steps, turned right, and looked at the trash can and started taking a leak. So
I thought it was like, I walked out the door and I decided I was going to go get milk, and I never came back. No.
Exactly. So, but no, it was a fun one. It was a fun one. It was a fun sleepwalking in that case. So
Cassie, yours.
Mm-hmm.
You were told about yours. What happened for yours? What did you do?
The one I specifically, well, there's a couple, but the one I specifically remember was I was at a church camp and apparently climbed out of my bunk bed and tried to leave the cabin, and the aid person, stopped me, and I kept telling him I needed to go get my towel, and she convinced me to go back to bed.
Okay, I just want to point out that both of these people had experiences with church things, so keep that in mind.
The other time was just at my grandma's, or with my grandma. She reported me sleepwalking a lot.
What? See, now mine's at my granny's house, and so I even to this day I could tell you exactly how my granny's house was set up. If you walked in from the porch, you walked into like this little hallway. There was 12 stairs up, a little platform, 3 stairs up, and then a walkway. To the right's the bathroom. You walk straight back. That's the kids' room. To the right of that room was the sewing room, and to the left of that room was my grandparents' room. And so you would have to go down the hallway, down 3 stairs, turn the corner on that platform, go down 12 stairs. Then I would have to turn right, go through the dining room, cut another right to go into the kitchen. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because my sleepwalking experience was one night when me, my mom, and my dad were staying the night at my grandparents' house. My dad made his famous fried chicken, and I guess I really needed some in the middle of the night. So I walk all the way from the kids' room, all the way down those stairs, down the platforms, around the corner, through the dining room, and all the adults are there playing poker. And they stop. Oh, playing poker was a huge thing. Betting and playing poker was a huge thing in my family, for the adults. I went into the kitchen, and according to my mom, she's like, Amanda Jean, do you need anything? Yes, that's my middle name. You get over it. Thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. And I just went into the kitchen and I grabbed 2 things of chicken and I walked back upstairs with them. I do remember waking up and having bones in my bed.
Bones? What? You
I ate the chicken in the bed that I slept walked to get. So I ate. So I ate as well as slept walk. I guess when you're hungry, you need a chicken. And tell me, fried cold chicken is not some of the best goddamn shit to eat in the middle of the fucking night.
Babe.
Oh my God. I love cold fried chicken. Dadman.
Unless it's really greasy. What? What Dadman do?
Sorry, I got called onto something, so I muted. What's up?
I said, thanks for the hydrate. Thanks for the posture check. I just look up.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. Hey, and no cursing.
That laugh was kind of creepy. I can't do it. I didn't do it. It was bad. Sorry.
Oh, y'all are too funny.
Oh, Dadman, I have one more chapter to go. Just if you would just finish this chapter for me. Okay, thanks.
Chapter of what?
Chapter of love. Love.
Continuing education for my license.
Love. Just.
You're not going to need it. We're going to get an apocalypse soon. A real one.
Well, then actually my job will probably get harder. You imagine insurance claims during the apocalypse? Fuck. Oh, Jesus.
But Your Honor, I swear he was a zombie.
Right. There's no liability here. Oh my God.
Oh gosh.
Thankfully, I only have to do it every 2 years, but I have to do. Why does everything fall on your birthday? You have to register your vehicles on your birthday in Ohio. I have to renew my license on my birth month and stuff. Like fuck birthdays when you're an adult. They just mean you have to do shit for the you're adulting, and it's bull crap.
Yeah, you gotta love it. As an adult, happy birthday. Give me your money.
Right. Let's. Do you have to re-up your license? Yeah, let's spend money on that.
Yeah, we have that. I got to do that. I think next year. This is my off year.
Could you imagine if your birthday was on the 1st?
Yeah, it sucks on the 1st. Like having all your bills due on the 1st or 30th.
That would. Happy birthday. Cool. There's rent. There's my car. There's my water. There's my electric. There's my well.
Good thing
Happy
is,
birthday. I'm broke.
at
Happy
least in
birthday. I'm
Ohio,
broke.
you pretty much have the whole month before for your registration because they just look at your sticker on your car, so it's not like they know the day that you have to change it.
Unless you're doing something stupid and get pulled over,
Well,
and
do
then
y'all
Sure,
have,
and they look it
then
up.
they will
but
catch
this,
you.
but do y'all have this in y'all's town though? Because these parking enforcement buffoons love to just go around on private property looking where I didn't think they were allowed to go on private property because God tried to get somebody to enforce a fire lane violation in front of a grocery store. But I mean, it's like they will go to private property nailing every single car with an expired tag. I don't trust them to say, hey, well, we don't give you the month. If it's October 14th, then, well, if it's
They
October
are
16th,
supposedly not supposed to come onto your property without due cause. So if they can bring up some sort of bullshit reason that they came onto your property and then noticed it, then they're that's fine. And that's what they would kind of do, in my opinion, is they would just come up with something that we came on for a reason.
or even like a grocery store, going to a grocery store parking lot and stuff
But
like that.
a grocery store parking lot is technically public property.
Right.
Oh, really?
It's
Oh,
private in terms of you don't get a ticket thing. You can't
Yeah.
get a ticket on private property, but it is quote unquote public enough that they're allowed on there, right? It's not something that they're not allowed to just come on. It's not a trespassing thing because people are welcome into
They
that area.
are allowed on there because if someone is
Yeah.
parked in the fire lane or someone is parked in a handicap spot that they don't have a handicap sticker for, they can get ticketed and they can get towed.
No, business private property is different than homeowner individual private property for sure.
Because if you rent an apartment building, the parking lot of the rental place, even though it is private property, cops are allowed to go on there and they can check every plate they want.
Yep. Because it's a business, so business it's different. Yeah.
So they are allowed to do that, but
for private properties, they should be able to see it from basically the street kind of thing. If they come onto the property, they have to have a reason, but doesn't mean they don't just make stuff up.
Now, I will say this. In the state that I live in, the city I live in, I have some of the best cops you will ever find anywhere. Name me another place where if you lock yourself out of the car and you call the police department, they will come and get you into your car for free.
Yeah.
What?
My cops do that. They'll even do that for the students here. But yes, they do have a tendency, especially when the students are here, because so many students park illegally in places that they're not supposed to.
Yeah.
They go after them. I mean, we have a lot of students who like to drive on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah. But you cannot get ticketed in a parking lot. That's why, people who say run into each other in a parking lot, they call the police. They can make an incident report, but nobody will get cited. They can't. It's private property.
The only two tickets that they could give you is if you're illegally parked for a reason, because you can get a ticket for parking in a handicapped spot when you're not handicapped.
Parking is a whole nother ball game than any other type of ticketing, though. Parking is a very special type of ticketing.
I don't think people still.
It doesn't play by the rules.
I'm amazed that people still
You're
have.
special.
I'm amazed how many people still today have not learned to pay your parking tickets. You will go to jail if you don't pay those.
You get repoed, all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
Dear Lord,
be suspended.
It is. I swear, people with DUIs get off easier than people with parking tickets.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if parking tickets affect your insurance rating because I know, of course, citations do in general. Violations
do.
So I guess
But it is considered a ticket, so it's a non. It's like what? It's like a. Did you get a ticket of so many years? If you did get a parking violation, that is a ticket, so you have to say yes. But it's like a no damage ticket.
Yeah.
So you didn't cause any damage, but you still got a ticket, so they could go, thank you for the money.
I just can imagine that being part of insurance scores, though, because it's not based on your risk factor. You didn't create a different risk. You parked at a stupid spot.
No, not that you parked at a stupid spot. You were stupid for parking where you know you ain't supposed to.
If you know.
The Kroger parking lot, good Lord, that is so, It's like the only time. Incoming ad break, by the way. So you guys got about
Oh,
45
babe.
seconds if you're not subscribed. Um, that's of course if you're watching this live on Twitch. If you see this later on YouTube, you're not going to see an ad. Um, what is it? The Kroger parking lot here is a great place for a cop just to sit, because I can't tell you how many people park in that fire lane, leave their car running, and leave their car.
See, but do they really ticket those people or
Yeah.
not? Well, I'm glad y'all do, because down here they don't. Nobody gives a sheet around here, because it's like, and what even worse is when they park and don't even leave it running, or anybody in the car, they just park it there. It's like,
My favorite is the ones who actually leave the car running and there's nobody in the car.
oh boy, hello. That would
Do you
happen
know those type of claims are not covered? If you admit that you've left your vehicle unlocked with the keys in it and somebody steals it, claims is going to laugh at you.
Yep.
I
No.
mean, it's like we have break-ins in cars in the neighborhoods around here, but more than half the time, probably at least 3/4 of the time, people, you find out they didn't lock their doors at night
Sure.
of the car. It's like, well,
I'm sorry. In the world, if this was the 1980s, I may forget to lock my car or my front door or something like that. But in the world that I live in now, you're lucky I don't lock everything. Like, there's not like 15 bolts on my door.
I have not forgotten to lock my car, at least not often. Forgotten to lock my car since I lived in Oxford, and literally saw somebody in our parking lot going around just trying to open doors to see what cars they can get into to take stuff. Like, it was craziness.
Well,
And
yeah.
then they would do that to the apartments too. They would just walk into whatever apartment, and if they did and somebody was there, they would, oh, my bad, I stumbled in, I didn't really, whatever. But they're going in to try to steal stuff if nobody was there or if nobody was paying attention. It's craziness.
Oh, I was just about to say the other day, Mom calls me and she goes, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah." And I guess they tried my mom's door and my mom's door didn't open, and they tried my door and it didn't open. And of course, you touch my door, my alarm's going off.
Right.
My little black yip yip alarm's gonna go off on your ass.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone jiggle the handle on my door, she go off, and someone yell, "Oh shit, it's a dog."
Right. Dogs are great deterrents.
Oh, that's cool.
But no,
awesome.
I keep my door locked, and on top of that, I've got a dog. I keep my door locked, and on top of the door being locked, I have a weighted blanket pushed up against my door. Since I can't put extra locks, it's the only other thing that I could think of, and that thing's heavy.
Yep, I bet. Hey, you want to see something fun since we're kind of winging it, chilling tonight?
Sure.
I just brought up an image that I saw somebody put out on Twitter.
Hold on. I got to get up.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
I know I am. Thank you for noticing.
Oh, dear Lord. It's nothing.
I think my computer, I don't understand what is going on with me and StreamYard, though.
Where did you send it to?
I shared the screen. Try it one more time. I've been having a delay on my computer. Give it a second. That way everybody can see that wonderful, beautiful AGP logo right there. It features that. Let everybody see that, and eventually it'll hopefully come up. So this is stupid.
How about that logo? That's a better logo.
You see the image. Right?
No, all I see is a white screen.
I see nothing.
Really?
Oh, there it is. Arby's wrap beef sandwich. Ooh, that sounds good. Can I get that with the rotisserie chicken?
Sure.
Really? Judge Dredd or
yeah, sure. Hey, why not? Oh,
God, I remember those old RV signs. God, I miss those.
Oh no, dude! Did y'all have Burger Chef up there when y'all were?
Never heard of it.
Oh gosh, well, hey.
Dad, there's a lot of things that you guys have in the South. Like, even when I lived in Florida, because I lived in Panama City, we didn't have a Whataburger. And so I always heard about Whataburger and Whataburger this and Whataburger that. And my sister and I in 2016, because that was the year I got fizzy. My sister and I traveled from Ohio all the way down to Texas for a convention called RTX. And on the way back, we actually stopped at a Whataburger because it was like early in the morning. We left real early because a really bad storm had started coming in. And we're just eating the Whataburgers. And
Yeah.
like, yes, food. Unfortunately, that moment passed real quickly when there was like hail and this big flash of light, and I could see a tornado off to the side. It's like, okay, time to go. Whoop, gotta go. Nope, I don't do tornadoes in Texas. That's a bad idea.
No, I mean they're scary down there from what I hear.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, unlike the tornadoes that you get when you live in Florida, where you have no tornado sirens, so you just walk outside
Right.
and go, "Oh, look, tornado."
It's very yeah. The tornadoes down here. I mean, any tornado is bad. I mean, but it's the ones in here. Maybe EF1 if you're lucky.
It's the
EF0.
ones that come with the hurricanes that are a
Yes,
problem.
exactly. Because most of your tornadoes don't really aren't, and they're really not that many tornadoes. Usually, it's around I-4 down in Central Florida where they have like a little quote tornado alley.
Hmm.
But the rest of the state, the only time we really get tornadoes is in the hurricanes.
In the hurricanes, if you're on the east side of the winds.
Oh God, yes, we know that. Yes.
Remember, Panama City got the east sides of Katrina.
Katrina.
Matthew.
Oh God, Matthew was brutal.
Matthew destroyed. I mean, I know somebody that lived in that area. They said they'd never write it out again, and you know that it was just
Matthew, are you talking about Hurricane Michael?
Michael. Yeah, yes, Michael.
Michael destroyed my whole, like almost everybody I know lost almost everything from I have friends that are still living in tents and shit.
That's 5 years ago.
I know. But unfortunately, the people that are running Panama City now, all the poor people, they don't give a shit about them. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make Panama City the new hot spot for rich people. And so a lot of the poor people, they ain't getting the shit back.
Mm,
And that's wrong.
yeah.
And it really doesn't surprise me because when I was living down there, you know, most of our income came from spring break. The way that you learn to live in Florida by making your money during spring break and summer, because you weren't going to make any money from about October until spring break started again. So you made your money and you put it away so you had money to get through the full year.
Right.
And what does our mayor decide he wants to try to do? We want to get rid of spring break and make this a more high profile destination. How about no?
No, hell no.
Livelihood. Right.
Oh, but you know that.
I'm sorry. I know this is going to sound bad, and I know this makes me evil, and I don't really give a damn. But there is something to be said about a bunch of drunk ass fucking 20-something-year-olds who can't see straight and give you money. And even though you're going, here, let me get your change, they're like, nah, go ahead, keep the change. Motherfucker, you just gave me $100 bill for a fucking $6 order. Thanks, bye.
Right? Mine now.
Yep. I'm going to close out the cash drawer tonight, or right now, actually.
Shit. Hell.
Cha-ching.
I used to get off because I worked at the zoo, but I also worked at worked at a pizza place during spring break for that little bit of extra cash. And when I was not working at all, I would go into the pizza place, buy the $5 pizzas, buy a good 20, 30 of them, and then walk along the beach and sell them for $20 a pop.
Wow.
They'll pay the $20 for a $5 pizza, so they ain't got to get off of the beach because they too drunk, they can't walk. Sorry, I want that money. I don't need some hoity-toity dude who thinks that a tip is 10 cents. Nah, fuck that. Or the fact that most rich people, I'm sorry, and you know this to be true, you don't tip for shit.
Yep. Exactly.
One of the worst jobs I ever had was being a waitress. And I remember I had this 50 top table, and it was a church group on top of that. And they had their entrees and their coffees and their drinks, and
Yeah.
then they had their main meals, and then they had to have their ice creams and more coffee, and I took care of them. It was the perfect service with 50 people by myself. I didn't even have help on this table. Do you know what kind of a tip they gave me?
$5.
No, they gave me a coupon to Sears that if I spend $500 or more, I could get $50 off.
Well, I've heard that from one of our friends that work at Waffle House. That sort of is, I think, at Cracker Barrel now, and they've said a lot of the same thing. The worst ones are the church crowds.
Church crowds and rich people, they don't tip.
Yep, exactly.
I'm just like,
no, it's true. I mean, there's enough people that say it that work out in those industries, and it's very sad. If anything, they should be the people that give the most.
You would fucking think.
Nope.
I think the other one that was really funny was delivering pizzas. There's this lady, and she would, every 2 weeks, she would order about $80, $90 worth of food from the pizza place that I was working at. And
Wow.
taking her delivery sucked because she lived out in nowhere. So you couldn't take another delivery to make any money. Now, keep in mind, when Papa John's or Pizza Hut, La Rosa's, Hungry Howie's Pizza and Subs, Domino's, whatever that is, that delivery fee that you're getting charged does not go to the driver.
Right, exactly.
At all. That all goes to the company.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
the company charging you.
We had that issue the other night because it's ridiculous, because it's bullshit.
Now,
it's the drivers
Uber-
wear and tear on their
now-
car and everything.
Now, I will tell you this. I did find out that the Uber Eats and the DoorDashes, they do get that money.
And that'd be fine. I mean, we ordered a pizza from a national company, and it's essentially a $5 charge. They're not out a damn thing. I mean, the driver deserves more than a tip. If anything, they should get the delivery charge and the tip.
Because, and Dadman's right, because it's the wear and tear on your tires, your brakes, your oil. That car goes through hell.
The company has no damage, no wear and tear on the thing. If you want to do that, then you know what? Have company cars. Everybody go there, park, use official national chain cars, and then that way, okay, fine, I'll deal with your $5.
It's a liability concern. I can already tell you why, and it sucks.
I know.
Literally, anybody that delivers pizza already, I can tell you, if you're listening to this, seriously, talk to your insurance company. I bet you they don't cover you when you're delivering pizza.
No,
bet.
they don't.
There's not going to be one that does. Nope.
That's one of the reasons why you see a lot of drivers. They may have the sign on when they're at the store, or you'll see drivers pull to the side and put the sign on before they get back to the store. Because if you have that sign on the top of your car,
You're driving,
you're done.
Yep.
You get nothing.
Yep. And it's all out of your own pocket. Your gas, your everything, maintenance, everything.
And so, yeah, it started taking to this lady. And every time you got there, well, we're broke this week, so we can't do a tip. Bitch, you never tip.
Right. It's not a matter of if you can, it's that you don't want to, because you would order less to be able to tip.
You don't order $80, $90 worth of fucking pizza and then look at me and tell me that you're broke and you have no money.
Yep.
Then you shouldn't be spending $80, $90 on pizza. And keep in mind that this is early 2000s, okay? We're talking between 2000 and 2012. Okay, that's a shit ton of money. 80, 90 bucks? Hell, that used to feed me for a month back in those days from grocery shopping. So no. You telling me that you have no money, you have no food, then you should not be buying this. You're full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually she started getting upset because we just took our time. If we got that delivery, we just took our time. Now, and I will tell you this. My mom and I, we tip nicely. And we tip cash so they don't have to put that on their taxes. Because if you charge it, if you put the tip on the credit card, then before they get the tip, they tax it.
Mm-hmm.
If you give them cash, They don't always have to. They won't. Are they supposed to? Yes. Will they? No. Trust me.
Here's one that happened the other night. Ang and I were out to eat, and we were at a restaurant, a national chain, and the waiter, normally you don't get the bread to go with the little cheap take home meals, and you know what? Okay, here was the official, and it wasn't necessarily, it was a little lower on the low end of the tip, but because he got us the extra bread, I slipped him a $5 bill. So yeah.
And that $5, because you slipped it to him, he doesn't have to claim that on his taxes. Cash doesn't have to be claimed on the taxes with the tip.
Yep.
Because if they hit,
most annoying at places that do the tip sharing thing, and then like the cooks and the other like positions get part of the tips from the whole of the wait staff.
And I don't like that either, because it's the wait, it's the people that are waiting that the tip and the taxes are on them. So the other people, their tip didn't
generally
get
we're
taxed.
making less in general on the hourly. Like generally the chefs or the bartenders are going to be making more hourly than the wait staff.
Normally your chefs and people like that are making minimum wage or more.
Right.
Easy.
Wait staff don't get that. Wait staff get way less than minimum wage.
But yeah, Mom and I, we do about $10 cash tip, easy. I've never had to wait 30 minutes for my food. They see our name. They zoom me here.
Yeah. Well, see, we had a local delivery Chinese restaurant that, the guy that's not a family member, he was telling us that it seems like the son that delivers gets the best routes, and he gets the crap. The other drivers get the crappy routes.
Let's put it this way. I've gotten to know my delivery guys, because it's like, man, you got to deliver again, and they're like, I'm going to tell you the truth. We see your name pop up. There have been times that I've gone, I got to go to the bathroom, so I get skipped, and then I can come back, clock in, and get your order. They'll fight over our orders. And that's what you really want your pizza or any other type of delivery service to do. You want them to want to bring you your stuff, because they're going to make you top priority. You may be the third delivery on their list. You just became the first because you tip.
No.
Yep.
You don't tip, you're on the bottom of that row. Have a nice day.
Yep.
My pizzas are so hot, the cheese still goes.
Just like that? That's
creepy.
Just I wouldn't want to eat that.
No, it's great because it's all ooey and gooey and stretchy, and it looks like it does on the commercials. It's like, great. You're sitting there and you're like rolling that string of cheese around your tongue so you can try to get to the bite of the pizza because there's just so much cheese. Like, I used to have this one delivery guy. I used to always get a salad at this one place, and he used to like sneak me because I always tipped him so well. He used to sneak me like extra ranch packets and extra chicken on my salad.
Nice.
Wow.
Like, dude, you take care of your delivery people, they will definitely learn that once they get to know you, they will take care of you, and that's what you want. I've always made it, I've always stated that everybody should have to work in some type of service to completely understand what the service people go through.
Agreed. That as well as babysitting. Everybody should be a babysitter before they can ever even have kids. That went a little earlier than food service. Don't do this early with food service. Don't break them that early.
That way they learned that all you need is some duct tape and some super glue.
Yeah. Silence is golden, but duct tape is silver.
I don't think I could ever babysit again. The last kids I remember babysitting was during the Power Rangers pandemic.
It is at once easier and more difficult, because if they can just be ones that focus on, you give them a screen and they're good, great. But if they're the ones that it's chaos and
it was 3 boys who all wanted to be Power Rangers, and every time I walked into the house, I was Rita Repulsa, and they would jump off of the couch and body slam me.
Nice.
I swear to God, I will kill all three of you if it wasn't for the fact that your parents were rich and paid me so goddamn much money for this.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, it was one of the best babysitting jobs just because of the money.
Mm.
The
Yeah, it's funny
money.
how money can change your patience with things.
Oh,
Yeah.
I still had no
Or money.
patience.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't eliminate them or do something.
They got to body slam me while the parents were there, and they're like, "You guys have fun." As soon as those parents walked the door, get the fuck off me!
Miss Amanda like yelled at us.
Why is she so angry?
We only smashed the shit out of her legs and her private parts and everything else. So hey, God, I tell you, yeah, it's like
Pull the toenail out.
It was easy. I would just pick up the Power Ranger VHS. I almost said DVD. This is the good old days. It was a VHS. What the fuck am I talking about? Make me break it. We're sorry. Okay, now go away. I want my freaking $500 for these 3 hours. Dude, they paid me $500 for 3 hours of these little brats. Shit.
Yeah, that's a hell of a thing, but
There was never a no in my mouth. Until they left. And then there was a lot of no's in my mouth. Can we no? How about no? How about no? I think it was also a really bad time because I was going through puberty at that time. That was a really bad time to be like, man, no. Holy crap, I think horns came out of her head.
Did you see the smoke? I saw the smoke.
Run, bitches, run.
Y'all too funny. Y'all be funny.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. I've had some great babysitting jobs, and this was back in the day where you could put them in front of a TV, but I really didn't. I actually did try to engage with the kids. Let's color. Let's play a game. Let's do this. Let's do that. These 3 kids, all they cared about was freaking Power Rangers, though.
Power Rangers.
And of course, all 3 of them, every fight, I'm the Red Ranger. No, I'm the Red Ranger. I'm the Red Ranger. I'll be the Red Ranger. You can't be the Red Ranger. The Red Ranger's always a boy and you're a girl.
Bullshit.
Watch me.
I challenge. Like, I'll challenge you even further. You could be the Pink or the Yellow Ranger. Have fun.
Well, the funny thing is that the Yellow Ranger was only a girl in the U.S. version. There was only one girl originally in Power Rangers, and that was the Pink one.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she's the one with the skirt, and the rest of them have pants, because the Yellow Ranger's actually a guy in the original Japanese version.
Excuse
More
me.
you know. Do.
Knowing it's half the battle.
God, I miss those good old man. I miss TV.
I don't.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I miss good old 80s, 90s television where there were commercials you wanted to watch.
I remember watching TV Land and thinking of the commercials, how great those were back from like the.
The more you know with the star and the rainbow, the more you know. Do. Those good old bumpers. The guy with the bodysuit. What was his name? Oh my God. The guy who talked about the human body. He was wearing a human body mesh skin thing that hadn't, and you saw all the muscles
the veins
on it.
and the muscles.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember his name though.
Oh my God. There is another one.
Was that PBS?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't yawn on us like that.
Yeah, I'm tired.
If you want to.
It's time for bed.
No, you're too young for that.
No.
What was the? Oh, Time for Timer. I remember Time for Timer. And then what was the one guy? He was the orange guy, and he taught me how to make orange juice cubes, where you put the orange juice in the ice cube tray. And you had to put the plastic wrap over it, and you put the toothpicks in it. And it's like, boom! Now you have orange popsicles. Booyah! I want to make these. I need to make these. Mom, I need some orange juice.
Then you get the containers all sticky and gross.
I don't care. I made orange juice. The orange juice guy taught me how to make orange juice pops. I'm making orange juice pops. These were good dude. Even that Campbell's soup commercial, you know,
classic.
The one, yeah, the kid who comes in and he's a snowman and he starts eating the Campbell's soup and he melts. I love that, man.
Use that for so many different things.
I miss TV. Give me back my TV.
No.
I mean, hell, at the rate now that everything's raising their prices, can we just go back to TV?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For like $500 a month, you can go back to TV.
Like, dude, I don't care. Give me back my antennas with the freaking aluminum foil on it.
Aluminum.
Oh my god, I remember those days.
When you were the controller.
Yeah, because man, you know that controller was lost somewhere and you were not finding it. All right, change the channel. Keep changing it until I see something that I want.
No.
And you were good enough to be a controller, but oh my god, that football game came on. Get the hell out of the living room.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly. Everything had to leave for football, you know? Like,
you know, you make a better door than a window. Move!
Yeah. Don't talk, y'all. I mean, y'all talking interferes with the football game. Yeah.
I remember. Dad'd be like, during a football game, okay, it's halftime. You're allowed to move now. Okay, we got to go potty. You are not allowed to go potty when the football game's on. You better find yourself a window to leak out of, or you better be outside using a bush. Oh my God. Football. Yeah, y'all can have whatever, but I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people football is religious.
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
They probably have a shrine with a pigskin in it.
Well, some states like Alabama or Texas, I mean, it really is.
Nah, for Texas, it's just guns. That's what their shrine is. Oh, those poor people in Texas. No. But yeah, I mean, I know it sounds weird, but I really I was actually feeling nostalgic. I was feeling nostalgic, and I watched an old 80s miniseries, just the whole thing, the other day. Remember V, the 1983 TV series about the lizards from outer space that came to Earth? Neither of you? Okay, both of you go to hell. She's obviously asleep.
No, who's asleep?
I keep hearing her yawn. I'm pretty sure she's asleep by now.
I'm sorry.
Dadman, seriously, you never watched V?
I don't remember. I might have seen some of it. I just don't remember much of it.
It had Mark Singer in it, Jane Badler. Yes, the lizard people that came to Earth to steal all of our water and take people back for food. Yes, Robert Englund was in there.
I got you. Yeah, now I remember. I remember it vaguely. Not a lot of it. Do you remember Martian Chronicles?
Yes.
I mean, that was weird. Like the one where the guy went psycho.
Uh-huh.
Like umbrella gun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that.
That was weird. I was so lost by that whole damn thing. So
it is really weird, and I guess I am one of the products of kids where TV sort of kind of raised me, because I can remember a lot more things that were on television at the time than I can remember certain other things. Like I mean, like I have vague memories of actual events that actually occurred in my life, but I remember TV very clearly. From my cartoons to my TV shows to my miniseries to my commercials. I remember that. Give me back my goddamn TV. Give me back my 80s TV. God, I'm sorry. The worst thing they ever did was make everything digital. We're getting rid of your dude. How am I? Dude, how am I supposed to know when I'm supposed to go to bed if I don't have antennas sticking out of my TV and the channel finally goes, "Good night, all," and plays the national anthem and then goes to
Yeah,
how am I
we had one, and I think it was the PBS station that did had the Mrs. Robinson song as a sign off call song. It
Oh
was
my god.
bizarre. And there was
how
one
am I
about
supposed to know it's time to go to
the moon.
bed?
What is that one song about the moon? There's not I think I've seen once with Major Tom, but not Major Tom. There was another space one.
Space one.
Gosh.
Is it the one that just goes spaceman? I don't know.
No, there was another one I thought with the call off songs that just kind of was.
The call off song was always the national anthem for me, and I just remember I'd be like, I'm awake, because like I remember the first time we got cable television, and there was channels that didn't have sign off things, and I was like, I'm gonna watch TV forever. And USA used to do because USA had the USA Cartoon Express, and then late at night on the weekends they did like these really campy B horror movies, and that's when I got to see the movie Chud for the first time, and I was a teenage sex mutant.
Chud or Chunk?
Chud,
Chud.
CHUD.
What is? Okay, should I ask? I guess.
It's about radioactive mutants in the sewers.
Oh, okay.
Come out of the sewers to eat all the people. It's a little pop-up. But my favorite was my favorite movie. I was like half dead asleep. I was like, okay, because Chud sucked. Okay, even at 13, I could tell a bad horror movie from a good horror movie, and Chud sucked. I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. The graphics suck. The acting sucks. I'm falling asleep in a horror movie, and that's just not my thing. And I'm like falling in and out of sleep, and then they're like, all right, next on USA's Up All Night, I was once a teenage sex mutant. Well, you've got my attention. I'm awake again.
The sex of the mutant.
No, that is the title of the movie. I was a teenage sex mutant.
Wow.
I'm like, well, my interest is peaked. And then I was asleep because I still had to get through Chud. I was like, damn it. I really wanted to see I was a teenage sex mutant. I really wanted to watch that.
Who doesn't?
Oh, wow.
I'll have to find. You know what? I'm gonna have to look it up now because I remember now that it's all coming back to me now. Oh, I gotta find that movie just so I can see it, so I know what I missed when I was like 13, 14 years of age. God, I miss it.
Oh, I miss being 13 or 14 too. I'd love to get back to that age. See, well, the missus hated. She likes being an adult better, and I'm like,
I don't. I honestly, don't get me wrong. I realize that there are certain things, but there are things that I miss from being a kid. Having weekends.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You know, as an adult, having the weekend means, okay, cool. Time to clean your house, time to do the laundry, and time to prep your meals for all week, because you're not going to have time to prep them because you have to pre-prep them so you can have them done because you have a work week ahead of you. And if you have kids, oh shit. I miss having weekends. I miss having mornings. I miss having time after, I miss having that, oh, my homework's done. All my work is done. I have free time. What the fuck is free time as an adult?
Yeah, really.
And yeah, some people can counterpoint, well, you play video games. I play video games on Twitch to make money so I can pay my rent.
Yeah, really. Pay your rent. The important thing is
like, Cassie, leave it tell you. Cassie came over so we could go through the evidence so I could start making stuff, for the YouTube channel and stuff to put that up there. And what was I doing when Cassie walked through the door? Working on ARC videos.
Yep.
Yeah. My weekends, I work. Yippee. It's just one of those things. It's something that I miss. I miss my weekends. I kind of miss high school because I didn't have bad experiences in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the old school days of guys asking me out on dates and me going on a date and having to get all prettied. Now I spend most of my time in a tank top and a pair of shorty shorts sitting on a couch.
editing videos,
Hmm.
going and feeling like Rapunzel. When does my life begin?
Well,
Get
when you can get that rich guy that didn't tip you 30 years ago to come back by, then
you
maybe.
asshole! Get back here! Give me my money!
Yep.
Oh, we are about to end because one, Cassie's tired. Two, it's 8 already. But I do want to leave
Well,
on a. I do want to leave on
you know
a.
what, though, in honesty, that went pretty quickly, though. For
But
just a
I will
chill
say
trip
this.
and not a plan, yeah, awesome.
You know, I will say one good thing has our one really nice thing did happen this week. So I made one of my customers came through, and she's always really sweet. She's always really nice, and she goes, "Can you break this?" And I went, "No, thanks for the tip." Haha. I was like, "Of course, I got you." And I went to hand her the money, and she wouldn't take the money. And I'm like, "Please take the money." And so I handed her back her change, and before I could move my hand, she put a $20 bill in my hand. And I was like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I need you to take this." I was like, I can't. I really can't. And she was like, "I watch you every day bust your ass. I know working in a fast food restaurant as a crew member, you get nothing in return. I know you guys don't get the bonuses for making the drive-through fast. I know you don't get any of that. You deserve this."
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I almost cried for 20 minutes
Yeah.
because it's very rare in my line of business for someone to tell you and actually mean it that they appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
of course, and so I got done with it, and I instantly text mom. I was like, "Mom, really, I've had a really bad day. I'm barely being able to use my right arm because I pulled a muscle and I'm having really bad muscle spasms. But this really nice lady gave me a $20 tip, so I would like to treat you because you're my mom. Let's get Arby's."
Yeah.
Which means that $20 is gone because we got Arby's, and that shit's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But to that lady, thank you, because you took a really, really, really bad day, and you made me cry. I don't know why you people got to go out of your way to try to make me cry. It don't do that. But it's really nice to know that there are some people out there that do appreciate the fact that, dude, we bust our asses for you, and most of them, they don't even treat us like we're human. It's like they'll they smoke through the drive-through, they blow smoke in your face. I had an allergic reaction last week because some dude blew weed in my face, and I'm highly allergic to it. Um, you know, they'll talk on the phone, and you're like, "Here you go, thank you, have yourself a good day." I'm on the phone. Why are you on the phone? Could you not at least acknowledge the fact that I'm here and treat me like a human being? It's like today, this guy just got so livid because we now have to ask a question when you come through the drive-through, and we have to ask that question, and we have to get an answer. And he was like, "All I want is," I was like, "Okay, sir, and that's fine, but I do need you to answer this question for me because we have to ask it and we have to get an answer." And he proceeded to cuss me out. What was funny is one of the managers was on the other lane and heard the whole thing through the other lane, and he pulled out of my lane, almost slammed into somebody backing out of the drive-through to go into her lane, and she did the exact same thing to him.
Wow.
Well,
It's like, dude, it's like, it's just a yes or no. That's all I need. I wouldn't bother you with it if it wasn't for the fact that I will lose my job if I don't get an answer.
Like it's that simple. And it's those things that it's like, we're not trying to frustrate you as a customer. We're just trying to keep our jobs. Okay? And little small potunk towns like what I live in, there's not a lot of jobs here. You heard that the call center got closed down.
No.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me the way that they ran business. But yeah. So it's service work. That's all there is in this little town. It's service work.
Service work, Miami or Schneider's?
Fuck Schneider Electric. And Miami's still service work too. That just brings you closer to the kids.
Yeah.
And again, most of the people that get jobs at Miami, they're working in the food industry at the college, serving food there. So big shout out to the lady who gave me the
Yay.
$20. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And you know what else I appreciate? I appreciate all the people who came here to watch the stream today. I appreciate FizzGeek who did the intro. That was a great intro, Fizzy. I don't know how you pulled that off. You just been watching mommy all this time, huh? I appreciate Dadman Walking for being
I appreciate
here.
you, Amanda, for having me on again. It was always having fun.
And make sure that you check him out on Facebook. Okay, hold on. I am doing my outro on Dadman. Let's try this again. He's on Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube at Dadman Walking 55.
Can I say one thing real quick?
No.
It's at Dadman Walking 55, especially on Twitter. There is at Dadman Walking 55 because I guess I got my first troll or something because there's somebody that says they're me, but they're not. It's a different ad. So.
If I ain't following them, don't follow them.
Exactly. There's only one Dadman Walking 55 that's real, and it's at Dadman Walking 55.
You can't miss him. He's a banana.
Why do you think I've made it the same on all channels so I didn't have to keep up with all of them?
Yeah. And that was something that, if you notice, Peaches finally did the same thing. So she's now at peaceful_Raven. And Cassie's just on Facebook, so.
Sometimes.
And we all know, even though I go, hey guys, you can follow AGP on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and of course over on YouTube. I know most of you ain't on on Facebook. We know that's where all the old people like Cassie are at. Them young 30-somethings and older.
Yeah, it's probably not the young one anymore. Facebook is old hat.
Facebook has a lot. It was funny because people are like, it's funny because people are like, why don't you respond to your Facebook messages? Because I hardly see them. Well, why aren't you on Facebook all the time? Because that's where all the old people are at. You're 45, yes, but I do a lot of gaming.
Right, but I'm not old.
No,
The funny thing is,
I, however, have been old since I was like 12.
somebody asked you, why don't you respond to your message on TwitTwat? And it's going to be, I never got them.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Jeez.
So, one, Facebook, I hardly ever see my messages. Facebook is not the place to try to get a hold of me. Because, again, I'm not on there very long. I get on there long enough to drop my link for the show for the few people that are on there to watch, and then I get off. And kind of the same thing with Twitter nowadays because, and I will openly say this, Elon Musk has fucked up Twitter. It's dead. Okay, there is no defibrillator on the face of this planet that's going to bring it back. It's dead. It's gone. It's buried. It's already got its tombstone up on it. I'm not getting my DMs. I hardly see any tweets, and it's only worse.
I tagged Amanda of a part of a group for our celebration, our 10-hour celebration Saturday. And the day of, was it the day before the day of? I happened to just be out on Discord, and I just like for the grins, and I'm so glad I did. And I'm like horrified when Amanda said, "You never got it."
I didn't.
I'm like, shit, So
my Twitter is so messed up.
But I'll
be honest.
Well, no, before that, Amanda, it was a high credit that you did everything, and I thought you'd come in later and maybe for a little bit. But you were right there on time for the start of it at 7:00, and you stayed a couple hours. I mean, that's dedication. So, folks, make sure you go subscribe to this lady's channel and help it grow.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just go ahead
Or
and follow
follow-
here on.
Well, yes, subscribe to her channel over there, but subscribe over here. Support the creator. No.
Only if you have Amazon Prime, subscribe. Okay, guys. I know times are hard. $5 to some people may not seem much, but I understand how much $5 is. So if you have Amazon Prime and you want to subscribe, because then it's absolutely free for you to do so, then do so. If you have the $5 and you can afford it, do it. But if you can't, just follow here on Twitch. Please don't be spending money on something that's supposed to be free that you don't have. Take care of yourself first, please.
Well, always, of course. But if you can do it, Amanda, you're one of the best creators around, and you deserve it. And you're a great person too. So
Technically, no one deserves anything, but it would be a great honor if someone feels that I have worked hard enough to earn it.
yep.
There's a difference between earning it and deserving it. I don't think anybody deserves it. I think people earn it.
Yep.
So if you feel like I've earned it, then thank you. And if you feel like I've earned that subscription over on YouTube, that'd be even great, because that sub's absolutely free. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications on the YouTube channel, and leave comments on the YouTube channel, because I do read the comments. And of course, like the videos on YouTube, because all of those things help that channel get out to many more people. And that means many more people will get to see cute little Fizzy.
Hey.
So on that note, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. We really do appreciate you. You all are amazing. We love you in a very platonic way.
Oh man, damn.
Yourself.
And just thanks, guys, for everything that you do and helping each and every one of us see our dreams come true as we get to continue making content. On that note, hope you all have a great and safe day, and we'll see you all on the next stream. Bye.
Oh.